going on, everybody? It's B with the B&T Sports Talk Show, and I was at the game tonight. Giants lose 2-0. Great pitching matchup tonight. You had Hunter Green, you had Logan Webb, a rematch of opening day just a couple weeks ago in Cincinnati, and man, did it deliver. Uh, Hunter Green, impressive, super impressive here. Went all the way to the ninth inning before the Giants made a little rally here, but his fastball was dominant tonight. Even in the ninth, he was topping out at 100 miles an hour, which was very, very impressive. I thought he had the Giants hitters on a guessing game pretty much all night. Very, very untouchable. In all, the Giants only had 4 hits today. One by Adames, one by Jung Hoo Lee in the ninth, and one by Yastrzemski and one by Fitzgerald. But honestly, they weren't really hard hit balls. I think the hardest ball hit tonight was Elio Ramos that ended up costing the Giants the game with 2 runners on as they were making their rally in the ninth inning here. But I think everything needs to be talked about. And let's talk about the eighth inning here. Logan Webb was pitching an absolute gem. And here comes Camilo Duval. And we all see the struggles that he had yesterday in the ninth inning trying to shut the door. And Bob Melvin goes right back to him today to get him his boost of confidence and completely loses it again. Those 2 runs were on Camilo tonight. He just couldn't find the strike zone. Inaccurate hits a batter as well after walking one, and he just put himself in a bad situation here. And even when the Reds are willing to give up an out, his first pitch almost went to the backstop here. So, there was talks of him coming out of camp as finding his mechanics and everything was good. He comes in on back-to-back days and doesn't look that impressive here. And if the Giants are going to hang in the NL West this year, they're going to really need him. But Buster Posey may need to think about a potential trade here. Now, he had a lot of trade value last year when his name was on the block, but the Giants stuck with him here. And now you're starting to see that trade value go down a little bit. So you're going to really have to try to figure out what you want to do with Camilo Duval. If you maybe send him down to be dominant again. But the guy's got lights out stuff. It's just about finding the strike zone here and being accurate with it here. He just looked off tonight, and it was pretty bad to see there, and it ended up costing the Giants the game 2-0 here on a well-pitched game by Logan Webb. He went 7 strong. How many strikeouts did he have today? He had 10 strikeouts, 4 hits, no earned runs, obviously. Takes his ERA to 1.89. Logan Webb is our Matt Cain pretty much here. The man is just a lights out pitcher, but he just can't get enough run support here. Green on the night, 8 2/3 inning, 4 hits, the base on ball, 7 Ks, 1.31 ERA after tonight. And you can see why he's the Reds' #1 go-to guy. But this was just a really, really well-played game. You had Jung Hoo Lee making 2 outstanding catches in the outfield, one to start the game, and then one in a crucial part in the game as well before the Reds started scoring, where he absolutely ran a mile and a half to make a sliding catch here. So the defense was there. It's just the errors. And then Eric Miller, you can't really get mad at him for giving up the hit that scored, because Camilo put the Giants in that position here where those were going to be on somebody to have to wear with that. And then Trevino comes in, 2 Ks, inning and a third here, but at that point, it was too late in there. But the Giants did make a really good rally here, starting with Jung Hoo Lee, as mentioned. Had a base hit to start the inning. Matt Chapman walked. And then Elliot Ramos just hit a ball a little too hard than we all wanted to. Hopefully, it was going to get down quick enough where it could possibly skip by the outfielder and score a couple of runs, or at least one. So, tough break for the Giants tonight. They fall to 8-2 here, but it doesn't hurt them as much tonight. The Dodgers did lose in Washington. But the Padres now are in first place at 9-2, Giants at 8-2, Dodgers at 9-3. And then the dumpster of the West here, the Diamondbacks and the Rockies at 5-6, and the Rockies at 2-7. So looking for tomorrow here for the Giants to get really back on it here. I don't believe this is going to be something that we can be accustomed to say the least here. Let's see what their schedule looks like coming up for tomorrow. They do play the Reds again here. Your pitching matchup is going to be the Kid Rupp against Lodolo. So big night for the Giants to really try to at least win the series here. They've won the first 2 games in each series here. So to be down 0-1 in this series here, hopefully they get back on track here. it was a pitching matchup. Both teams struggled to hit, so I don't expect the Giants to get that down on themselves here, and we expect to see a pretty good matchup tomorrow. But the one thing I like with this right now is we're seeing a consistent lineup throughout the regular season here. We're what 10 games in. Has been a whole lot of changes to the lineup here. And if you guys all remember the last few years with the Giants, it's been a platoon kind of thing, right? We've seen different players in different positions day in and day out. There was no consistency in the lineup. So even though you're watching guys like Tyler Fitzgerald struggled, or even Elio Ramos, when he started hot, he's kind of cooled down a little bit. Consistency, guys in the lineup here, so they learn how to hit, a righty on righty matchup here. It gives them that confidence knowing that they're going to be in the lineup to get it through. So I like this consistency that we're seeing. You're going to run into these kind of games where you just have two dominant pitchers with absolute electric stuff. I thought the umpire was a little tight tonight here. From where I was sitting here, I mean, I wasn't too far from the field here, and it was squeezing a little bit there. But in any case, you can't put it on that there. Again, you're walking hitters when those are absolute balls, to say the least. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Giants do with Camilo Duval. If they get him a couple of days off, try to refine his mechanics here, it'll be interesting. I'm surprised they didn't go to Tyler Walker to try to get a 2-inning save here. I think he would have been the right guy for that. The dude's been pitching absolutely lights out. So it's been a heck of a ride so far. But look, 8-2, second in the NL West. No one predicted that there, so let's not get too hard on ourselves. Again, it's 162 games. We're not even scratching the surface on a quarter of the season right now. So a lot of baseball to be played. In any case, but hopefully tomorrow we turn it around, get back on the winning streak here. I think it was a 7-8 game winning streak, so 7-game winning streak to be exact here. So we can't be mad about that. They're not going to win every single game. So looking forward to it. But drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Camilo Duval and what the Giants should do with him here. And if you haven't seen so already, go check out the other video where we were interviewing people on 25 years at Oracle Park here. If you haven't done so already, please like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. We'll talk tomorrow on more Giants baseball.